We're now inviting commercial lots into our next auction on the 21st of July 2021, and the last couple of auctions suggest there's never really been a better time to be selling commercial properties via auction. Of course, we had the disruption of 2019 and Brexit and the uncertainty that created, and followed, of course, last year with the disruption of lockdown because of the pandemic. And we're now seeing in the last couple of auctions of this year that the market has effectively reopened. Sellers are keen to sell and buyers are keen to buy. In fact, we're seeing a huge increase in the number of buyers from different parts of the country, Europe, and even further afield, including Hong Kong and Singapore. Here at Wolfe Auctions, we're one of the leading commercial auction houses in the country, and certainly one of the biggest outside of London. We have experts in the fields of commercial property, mixed-use property, and land with planning permission for further and future development. So what are the benefits of selling commercial property at auction? Namely speed. It's a much quicker process than a traditional transaction. From the date of taking the instruction to the date of completion can be as short as 6 to 8 weeks. That includes an intensive 3-week marketing period, and then typically 4 weeks after the auction day before completion. For businesses and individuals looking to raise cash quickly, this is by far the best way of disposing of property. Security of sale is another advantage of selling via the auction route. A 10% deposit is paid immediately upon exchange on the day of the auction, and you have a clear idea of exactly when you will get the money from the proceeds of sale. It also prevents potential purchasers from attempting to renegotiate the price, because once the hammer falls, that's effectively the done deal. As a seller, you set the reserve price, which is effectively the lowest price you will be prepared to sell at. Typically, prices go well over reserve, and best price will be achieved on the day with competitive bidding. Selling commercial property at auction also gives great transparency, which is particularly popular with the local authorities and public bodies that we act for, such as Birmingham City Council and West Midlands Police. But it's also useful if there is a partnership dispute or matrimonial dispute. The bidding is open, it's public, and everyone is clear on what is happening. So why use Wolfe Auctions for the sale of commercial properties? We have the highest sales success rate of any auction business in the UK. We averaged around 95% success rate last year in 2020, and our first 3 sales of this year, we're matching that. We undertake extensive marketing via all the usual property portals, our own website. We have a database of 100,000 potential investors and buyers on our database, and we achieve excellent PR coverage both locally and nationally. We are dedicated specialists in both commercial, mixed use and land and development opportunities, both throughout the Midlands and nationally. We have a combined experience of over 300 years amongst the team, including chartered surveyors specialising purely in commercial property. There's still a misconception in some people's minds about auction, and really thinking that it's only for troublesome and problem properties. This is no longer the case. We are often seeing properties sell well above prices that you would expect if they were offered in the traditional private treaty route, both older and new properties. 2 recent examples: we sold on behalf of West Midlands Police a former police station which will be converted to residential uses. The expectations prior to the auction was that it would sell for somewhere in the region of £400,000 to £450,000. With our extensive marketing and competitive bidding on the day, the property actually sold for in excess of £800,000, way beyond anyone's expectations. A similar example is a former factory south of Birmingham in a predominantly residential area standing on half an acre of land, suitable again for residential development, The expectations there were somewhere in the region of £350,000 to £400,000, and the end selling price was £565,000, just proving that auction, it really is the new way to be selling commercial property.